Um, so okay, let's just start.
Okay. Well, Parasite's S tier. That's
Parasite is S tier,
Okay.
and it's like pretty simple.
Yeah.
That one's pretty simple.
That one we don't really need to fight over.
No. I can't wait for the new Bong movie.
Oh, new Bong movie?
Yeah.
Another Bong hit?
Yeah, this is pretty simple. Undoubtedly an S tier.
Okay.
Next one, Everything Everywhere. So I love this movie when I saw it.
I liked it too, but I think my opinions on it have soured over time.
Yeah.
I'm feeling...
I think even when I was watching it, I was like...
I feel like when I was watching it, I'm like, there was moments where like, this is kind of cringe. But then you just kind of overlook it because a lot of it's cool.
Yeah, a lot of it is really cool, and...
Like, the everything bagel thing was kind of like, what?
Yeah.
But then there's moments in it where like, yeah, that's pretty good.
And also, like, a lot of the outfits and stuff, it was like a little too much. It was like...
I actually like that part of the movie.
To me, it was like... I guess you're using the whole like alternate universe thing to do all this stuff, but it just felt a little silly. It's like what there's just like an alternate universe where everybody dresses like Elvis.
And the finger one.
Oh yeah, and the hot dog
the
one.
hot dog fingers.
Yeah.
I think that also like what Poop Man said about this movie was like that was real.
Yeah.
Where it's like this movie is just millennial.
Yeah.
Parent apology porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like during the movie being like. Okay, it's like, it's good or whatever, but a lot of the stuff is really lame. And then the last, like, 30 minutes, like, really won me over. But even
especially
then,
with that In the Mood for Love thing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's cool that they're literally slowing down the frame rate to match what, like, Wong Kar-wai's style is. But even that has bothered me ever since I watched it.
Oh, really?
And I'm like,
that part was...
that's not really that cool. That sucks, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think that kind of sucks that they did that.
Sorry, I kind of like it still.
It's fine. You don't have to apologize for liking.
Okay, so what are we feeling then? Like B or C, maybe?
I think it would be a little bit disingenuous to put it in C.
Yeah, C, B. B is good.
It's still a good movie.
Yeah. B is good. I like B.
Knives Out. I rewatched this like a month ago.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie.
Last time I watched it was in theaters, but I really liked it. I started watching the beginning of it again, but then I had to leave, so I had to go somewhere. My sister was watching it. I like it definitely better than the first one. I mean, I like the first one better than the second one, sorry.
Oh.
I like it better than Glass Onion.
Yeah, I think it's probably better than Glass Onion.
I think the vibes are better.
I really like both.
I'm gonna say like A.
Joker. I'm just putting it here as a placeholder.
Okay.
I would probably, if I rewatched this movie, I would probably like it more than Everything Everywhere.
You know what? Like, I think Joker is good if you've never seen Taxi Driver or King of Comedy, but if you've seen those two movies, then it loses a lot of its appeal.
I had seen both of those, and I still really loved Joker.
Yeah, I have too. No.
What are you saying?
Like, when I watched Joker, I've only seen Taxi Driver, and I haven't watched King of Comedy at that point. I think that it's still good, though. The score is really good. I know it's like kind of a meme now, but it's really good. It's the same chick that did Chernobyl. She's awesome. Hilda or something. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's like Icelandic or something.
And, Joaquin Phoenix does a great job.
Yeah. Would you smash?
Him?
Yeah.
In this movie?
Yeah. In the Joker makeup, though.
In the Joker makeup?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
What? No.
I smash. But anyways.
Okay. I would say high B.
Yeah, same.
The Batman. I that's probably where I'd put it.
Yeah, I don't even remember it. I literally don't remember it.
I remember it. I just think all the Zoe Kravitz, like, I don't like her character in it, and I think that there's like so much time devoted to her.
Well, I already told you my thing with this movie. It's like they start off with the Riddler and they get invested in the Riddler, and then they just forget the Riddler and like, okay, we're gonna focus on Falcone now, and then Falcone dies, and then we're all of a sudden back to the Riddler. And it's like, I've already stopped caring about the Riddler. Why are you bringing him back? You know. So I agree with your ranking here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not even trying to be harsh on it. Like, I think there's a lot of memorable stuff. It's just that it's
almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, and it's overall okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's memorable. I haven't forgotten about it. I just don't think that it was that good. You know, it's like
I don't even think it was that memorable.
Like I really love a lot of the performances in it.
Yeah,
But
like-
I do feel like Robert Pattinson was underutilized.
Yeah, Colin Farrell was good in it.
Colin Farrell was great.
Colin Farrell was great
John
in it.
Turturro was great.
Yeah. He always is, though.
Yeah.
He kind of always... Even in Transformers, he kind of
Yeah.
brings it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like most of the time we're not with John Turturro and Colin
That's
Farrell.
what I'm saying. And then he dies, and then they're bringing the Riddler again. Like, dude, like, I've already stopped caring. Why, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and
okay.
even this wasn't even Paul Dano's best performance of
No.
2022. So who cares, you know?
Because you're Fablemans, yeah. I knew you were thinking the Fablemans. It's hard to believe that this came out the same year the Fablemans did. Well,
Yeah.
how long of a year it's fucking been? Yeah.
Okay.
You know what though? Everyone hates on Fight Club. I still love it. I still say it's A tier.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I don't like that it's been like appropriated by conservatives, you know?
That's what I mean though. But
It's,
like,
like,
you can't.
weird.
You have to separate it from what it's been.
Yeah, of course.
Interpreted as, I guess, because their interpretation is complete bullshit. Like conservatives.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
0 sense,
yeah.
right? It's like
the whole snowflake thing. Like, have you seen the movie? Like, are you like?
it's literally.
Have you watched the same movie?
But it's also like, they're also like obviously making fun of
Jared Leto.
Yeah, they're making fun of Jared Leto. That's what the movie's about.
That's why it's awesome.
Yeah. It's because I would also like to destroy something beautiful.
I also like to beat the shit out of Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I say like I'm honestly going with A tier TBH.
A tier?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'd say maybe I don't know how it ranks against Knives Out though.
Yeah, I guess, but in a tier, it's probably like not that important.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'd say
think
it's at least better than the Joker and
yeah, definitely.
and Everything Everywhere All at Once. What's next? Pulp Fiction. So I haven't seen this movie in like 4 years, 5 years or something.
I've seen it,
But every time I watch a clip from it, I'm like, this movie's amazing.
yeah, like, I think that everyone likes to hate on it because it's popular.
Yeah.
But it's, like, there's a reason why it's famous, too, you know?
We're gonna run into a lot of movies that people hate on because they're popular, because
Yeah.
these are the 20 most
Literally,
popular
like,
on Letterboxd.
literally Fight Club and Pulp Fiction are prime examples.
Yeah.
People just like to hate on them because it's fun.
But yeah, like,
But I
it's
love
David
Pulp Fiction.
Fincher
Yeah.
and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
It's like,
But I still love Pulp Fiction.
they do have, like, they are talented filmmakers.
Yeah.
As much as we like to make fun. I make fun of David Fincher and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. Everyone likes it because it's funny. But
It's hilarious,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, David Fincher, you know, something really stupid that he said? He said he was going to work on a series about cancel culture. Like, he stopped working on Mindhunter so that he could work on a series about cancel
that's
culture.
actually so sad. Because Mindhunter was actually good.
Yeah.
It's like the only good thing on Netflix.
Yeah. That's so depressing.
Yeah. This is also really off topic, but what do those emojis at the top do?
They're like reactions to, you can share, it's whatever.
Okay, sorry. Those are really distracting me. Can you click on one of them? Because I want to see what it does. Boop. That's funny.
Midsummer,
I'm like, again, like,
This
it's
is
not very...
This is absolutely in your She Just Like Me.
No, it's not. Because I'm way better than her. Are you kidding me? Give me a break.
What do you mean? Do you think she's bad?
No, I'm just, like, cooler than her.
How?
Just because I am.
Is she lame in the movie?
Kind of.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I love this movie.
I'm like, yeah.
I probably love it more than I like Joker.
I don't know, man. To me, it's, like, good, but it's not, like, I wasn't, like, wowed by it.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that's a movie. Yeah. I guess I like Hereditary better, I think.
I definitely like Hereditary better. But I think it's great, you know?
Yeah, I'd say B tier is fine. But I personally would like teetering on C and B for me.
Also, Fight Club's not better than Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction's probably better than Knives Out as well. What I would say is that I think we're thinking about this a little bit wrong.
Okay.
Because these are the 20 most popular movies of all time.
Of all time.
On Letterboxd. And so it's like, of all time...
Midsummer? Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, it's good, but it wasn't like, whoa.
I would literally, because the way that I'm thinking about it is there's literally such a huge gap in quality between, like, these two.
That's so true.
In my opinion, it would go like this, but I'm willing to do this.
Yeah, I think that Midsummer, like, yeah, I kind of just watched it and moved on. Like, I never really was, like, it never really stuck with me too much. The part with the lungs was really gross.
Oh, and when I was like, my heart was
crazy.
beating during the jumping off the cliff thing. That was crazy.
The thing is that's another thing I kind of ruined that movie for myself because I seen clips of it before I watched it, so I already knew that cliff scene happened because I already watched it.
Yeah, also the opening scene is haunting. It's awful.
Oh yeah. That's another thing is that like the opening scene's crazy and then like they went 100 at the beginning and I don't know if they maintained that 100 throughout the movie.
Get Out.
I think okay.
This is absolutely at least a B.
Yeah.
At least
I really like Get Out.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me like Get Out less is that I love Us and Nope a lot more.
I don't know if I like Nope a lot more, but I think Us and Get Out are like at the same level for me.
Okay.
Us really scared me. I think Us scared me more than Get Out. I thought Us was terrifying. That one freaked the shit out of me because I don't like it when kids get lost in movies. I can't handle it. I can't.
Oh yeah, in Us.
Yeah, in Us.
Yeah, Get Out. You know, Lakeith Stanfield in it. Like his small
part is
so good.
He's really hot. I'd smash
100%. Yeah, everybody rules in that movie.
Yeah.
Like even everybody in the White family, and like the girlfriend's family is so good.
And the blind guy too. He's creepy.
Oh yeah. Are we being a little? I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah. Okay.
In terms of like what I would say, maybe like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Fight Club in so long.
I wouldn't put Fight Club in B tier though.
No, I would not. No. Fuck it. It's our tier list. Who cares?
Yeah, I think Get Out. You know what? Yeah, I think I've seen Fight Club a bunch of times. But the thing with Fight Club is that I've seen it a bunch of times, but never in full a bunch of times. I've only watched it in full maybe like twice, but I've always seen like clips of it on like if I'm flipping through channels on TV like at home because I have cable at home. It's always on TV.
Okay, our first disagreement.
Okay, this is our first disagreement.
Where do you?
This shit is at least like B tier, man. Okay, I know that is when I first watched it, I was like amazed by it. Like I fucking like chills, yo. But that was also when I was like 15 years old. I watched this like when I was in grade 10. But I fucking loved it. I watched it with my sister. We had a really good time. We went out to New Westminster, across the bridge, to watch this movie. You know, you know. So I really like this movie. Me and my sister watch it all the time when we're just chilling, we're bored. I still have so much fun whenever I watch it. I do think what you said about the fact it's like no kid is listening to Post Malone like that. Like that's true. That's true. I think the soundtrack choice is a little questionable, definitely.
Yeah.
The Denzel Curry song on this soundtrack though does go hard. I'll stand by that one.
I don't even remember.
I'll die on that hill.
I don't even remember it.
I would say B tier, but I'm okay if you put in a C tier. If you put in C tier, I don't agree with it, but I'll agree. I'll be okay with it. But I know that you're gonna put in like fucking E tier.
I'm not gonna put. I don't hate the movie.
Okay.
But I would say that it's like around the same as Batman for me.
Really? I still like it a lot better than Batman, dude.
If you want, where did you want to put it? B?
I say B. I say personally, I put it in B. If you put in C though, I'd be okay with that. I don't think you should.
I'm gonna put it high C. Let's compromise on that.
Okay, I don't think it deserves a D though. You can put it anywhere in C. I don't care.
It's okay. We can do high C. That's okay. I just wouldn't.
You can put it in the middle then. That's a compromise.
It's just I feel like if I were to rewatch it, I would not have a good time. Like
if I were to rewatch it, I probably would. TBH.
If I were to rewatch it,
I probably have a less of a good time than I did when I first watched it. Definitely. I'd be probably more critical of it, actually, but I'd still have a good time.
You know what? What I keep talking about it like I haven't rewatched it. I have rewatched it, and it didn't have a good time.
Well, I rewatched and I did have a good time. Let's just keep it in the middle. Let's keep it in the middle of C.
Okay.
Because you seem
because I don't want it to be higher than Midsommar. You can put it higher than Joker. That's okay.
Yeah, I say it's higher than Joker.
Whiplash.
Yeah, I'm okay with like C or D, TBH.
Yeah.
I don't see it going any. B definitely no.
High D.
It can't be anything higher than C. High D, yeah.
Low C. I mean, it's like
you know what? Because you know what, J.K. Simmons is awesome in it.
He's awesome. Miles Teller is awesome in it.
Yeah.
Miles Teller, even his like drum playing is really great in it.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, it's like Damien Chazelle, you know.
Yeah.
It's like white guys playing jazz, like you know.
And
what I mean?
it is. Like it's not white guys playing jazz in the sense that it's literally white guys playing jazz.
Yeah.
It's in the sense that it's like this guy who's like torturing his students so that they can play fucking Caravan, you know?
Yeah.
It's like not it's a jazz standard. I mean,
I think you're more of the jazz expert than I am on this one. But yeah, I agree. Like,
yeah, I understand that it would have been weird to, or even hard to make a movie that's like, oh, let's make this movie with all these big names and it's going to be about avant-garde, bullshit. Like if they were playing Ornette Coleman or like some of the weirder like Mingus records.
Because they also have to make it sound good to people who don't listen to jazz.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I get it, but it also.
But if you're gonna, but Damien Chazelle like devotes his filmography to jazz for some reason. So I feel like if you're gonna do that, then at least be like real with it, you know?
I feel like Damien Chazelle is in love with the idea of jazz, and not with jazz.
Or he's like trying to make it more appealing for a larger audience, but like then you can't really devote.
But then that's what La La Land is all about. Yeah. It's about how that sucks.
Yeah.
It's like
La La Land is kind of, well, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
Like, spoiler, it's kind of fucking.
Inception. I would put it here.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's as confusing as all those 2010 memes made it out to be, you know?
Yeah. It's not.
Like, why was that the standard for confusing films?
Yeah, TBH, I thought Tenet was more confusing than Inception.
like, Inception's it's pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, I like that Nolan does this thing where it's like, oh, let's take, like, some concept about, like, maybe that he read in a science journal or something, and I'm gonna make a movie about it. And it's like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think the whole, his black hole creation thing was pretty crazy though.
Oh,
because he did that before we had a picture of a black hole. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. I will admit that.
That's pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the same thing with a lot of his movies where it's like people really fucking love to talk about like, oh, they're so intelligent, and he's making a real Batman movie where we don't have to. Where we take ourselves seriously.
It's like a real superhero movie.
It's a real movie.
It's a political thriller.
And it's like, okay, whatever. It doesn't need to be a good movie.
But I also think like everyone like makes Nolan as like, oh, he makes the confusing movies. I think this the easiest like Lynch movie is still more confusing than the most confusing Nolan film. You know what I mean? Like
make some Inception truther watch Blue Velvet, and it's like.
They're gonna and like Blue Velvet's one of the more easier.
It's like straightforward.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna shit their pants.
Yeah. You show them like Inland Empire or something, they would just die.
Mulholland Drive even. It's like, No Way Home. I haven't thought about this movie since I saw it.
I haven't thought about it since I watched it. Yeah. I keep on forgetting it was even made.
I think No Way Home. I would put it there.
I think No Way Home is good for the reason. Like, they were intending on getting people to watch it. It's just nostalgia. People want to see Tobey Maguire.
Exactly.
You know what
I mean? And I loved it.
Yeah. Because of that reason.
I fucking loved watching. I was like, hell yeah.
Like, the only... Like, I don't even remember what the plot of the whole movie was. Like, he
messed up
with the time I don't know. I literally don't... I thought the whole premise of him, like, doing that because he's just, like Spider-Man would make mistakes like that, you know? Like, Tobey Maguire would never make such a stupid-ass fucking decision that this Tom Holland kid did in this movie. Like, he was just being selfish the whole time. And that was the main problem of the movie. He's just messing time up to, like, benefit himself. Spider-Man wouldn't do that shit. Tobey Maguire would never do that shit. Even Andrew Garfield wouldn't do that shit. I don't like Tom Holland Spider-Man, because it's too, like, immature. I know, like, it's supposed to be immature because he's a kid still or whatever, but, like, with great power comes great responsibility. He hasn't gotten that through his head after, like, fucking, like, he went to space? Like, get real.
And this is just an MCU problem, I guess. But it's like, every movie, it's like, lesson learned. I'll never do this again. And then it's like, Spider-Man 2. It's like, he does it again.
Yeah, like, it's just, like, if you're gonna do the whole, like, oh, the kid makes a mistake, and then now he's in trouble because he's an immature teenager. You didn't do that in the first fucking Spider-Man movie. You had this guy in, like, this is third movies in the fucking Avengers movies. And he's out here doing all this dumb shit. Like, Tobey Maguire wouldn't be doing that shit. Tobey Maguire, he's a real.
The Sam Raimi ones are just so much better.
They're just so much better.
They're just so much better.
I would even say that Spider-Man 3 I will defend. That's not just even because nostalgia. I think that movie is good. My hottest take yet? I don't know. Let's just move on because we already decided.
Okay. Interstellar, I would say it's definitely worse than Inception.
Yeah. I say D tier.
Why does it kind of look like the same poster?
Yeah. I think that, like, Interstellar, again, is, like, it also just tries too hard to be emotional. So then I'm like, this is kind of lame. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I'm actually going to lower this.
Yeah.
The more that I talk about it, the more I, like, don't like it.
Yeah, literally the only good parts about it is Tobey Maguire. And that's not because of, like, that's, like, because of you like another movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think The Dark Knight kind of rules.
Yeah, I like The Dark Knight. I could be that in B. I'd be good with that. Like, Christian Bale kills it.
Yeah.
I think he does.
You know,
great. Heath Ledger obviously kills it.
I've always...
Would you smash?
Heath Ledger in this movie?
Yeah, makeup,
like
obviously.
the Joker?
Yeah.
No.
I smash.
Okay. What I like about Nolan is that in this movie, in The Dark Knight, he literally just says, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do Heat for, like, the first 15 minutes. And then it's just, like, this awesome heist thriller. And then it's, like, also, like, oh, they're all turning on each other. And then, like, who's the Joker? And it's, like, an awesome, like, way to introduce the movie.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie's also, like, just great. All the set pieces, like, the action scenes, they're all really cool. The only problem that I remember is that, like, I don't really care too much about, like, Bruce Wayne.
I think though also Harvey Dent is a little bit underwhelming in it. A little bit.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's also not that wrong, right? I mean, it's like this guy who it's one of the Killmonger syndrome things, you know? How in Black Panther,
it's like, oh yeah,
Killmonger's just
like,
right, but he also kills puppies for some reason.
Yeah, like, it's like if those movies weren't made by, like, liberals, it would be a lot better.
Yeah, and Harvey Dent in that movie is just like, he literally is kind of like, he's like a cop that finds out, oh, you can't reform this.
Yeah.
And then he just decides to kill puppies.
Yeah. That's another thing with, like, the Nolan's Batman series. Like, the Dark Knight is good. I like Batman Begins because it's just like fun, and Cillian Murphy's in it. I like Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
I did not like Dark Knight Rises though, because it's the same thing. Bane is the good guy in that movie, but then they have him be like this crazy terrorist.
Yeah.
But it's like he's the one who has a point. Like, that movie's just like Nolan just tries to make you feel bad for cops, but it's like, I don't really care about these people.
It's also like Gotham gives off such hardcore, like, Chicago vibes.
Yeah.
And it's like, you want me to respect the Chicago police?
Like I don't, like, when they're, like, trapped and you're like, oh my god, no, they're trapped. Like, I don't care if they live or die, yo. Like,
yeah. La La Land. I don't care.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in 5 years.
I think E is fine. Like, I do not like
E.
Okay, D.
Okay, I
D.
care a little bit.
D then. Like, it's pretty.
I think it's probably better than Interstellar.
Yeah.
It's probably not better than Batman.
Not better. Like, it's pretty and whatever. My biggest thing with this, it's a romance movie. I don't think the main couple has any chemistry. I hate it when that shit happens, because people fall in love with these fucking romance movies. I'm like, they literally have zero chemistry, yo. Like, I could not. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, arguably, like, they were just so stale to me.
Hold on, because no. There's no way La La Land is worse than Whiplash, though. We gotta rethink this a little bit.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think, like, Whiplash has...
If you have a romance movie, you gotta make me interested in the main couple. I'm not interested in the main couple at all, so there was no stakes for me. Okay. So when the ending happened, I didn't care if they didn't end up together, because I was never invested in the relationship to begin with.
Okay, listen. Whiplash, at least I can admit that it has a pretty awesome, like, ending.
Like Whiplash has better performances than La La Land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. Whiplash has an awesome ending.
Yeah.
La La Land has an awesome ending that I think is even better.
No, but the thing is, I don't think La La Land has an awesome ending because I was never invested in the relationship to begin with, so the ending didn't have an impact on me. I didn't care.
We're not going to reconcile this difference.
We're not going to reconcile this difference. I just didn't really, like, I just wasn't...
How high would you go with it?
I'll give you C. C is good.
I want to put it above Whiplash.
Okay, yeah,
and I want to leave Whiplash where it is.
That's fine. Yeah.
I think that's where I would put.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine for me.
It's still a pretty movie. Like, technically, it's nice to look at, whatever.
God, I just have such a sour aftertaste from everything ever. I want to keep moving it down.
The thing is that, like, and it sucks, too, because I really wanted to like it. Yeah. Because everyone was so touched by it, and I feel like it's, like, meant also for, like, my demographic, you know? Child immigrants or whatever.
Yeah, but then, like...
But then it's, like, it's just so, like, on the nose, you know what I mean? Like...
Here's the thing. Like filmmakers... a lot of the time, they make movies like this about themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this was my journey to discovering that I could be a better person.
Yeah.
And that's, like, really touching in a way.
Yeah.
This guy made that movie about his mom.
Yeah. Then it's millennial parent apology porn.
It's literally... yeah. It's like, oh, this is what I wish my mom would.
Yeah. And you see that a lot with movies now, man. Like, every single movie is about, like, parents apologizing. Wanting your parents to apologize. Creating a fantasy, like, fake fiction movie so you can have your parents apologize to you.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's really... I want to rewatch it so that I can just cleanse this off my... I want to be like, okay, I want to rewatch it to try to like it again. Because I remember watching it and liking it.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching it and, like, just being, like I was impressed, too.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, they did something really crazy and really different. Like The Rock's. I like The Rock's googly eyes. Like, that was nice.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, let's just keep it where it is. And let's just move on. I still think it's better than La La Land.
Grand Budapest...
Oh, this is 8. Yeah, I was gonna say I love this movie.
Okay, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's better than Fight Club.
I don't mean to put it in us. It's better than Fight Club. I think it's better than Knives Out.
Yeah.
I think here's where it's a little contentious. Yeah. It's not better than Pulp Fiction.
I want to watch it again. I really like this movie a lot.
Yeah, and because the prison seems so funny. Like, the whole movie's just...
I think this is my favorite Wes Anderson. I feel like that's a pretty cold take, but I just want to put it out there. This is my favorite Wes Anderson.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. I mean, I prefer, Fantastic Mr. Fox and Royal Tenenbaums.
Royal Tenenbaums is good, but I still think this is a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's, like, 5 or 6, like, Wes Anderson movies that I think are, like, around his best. And this is, like, one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Oh, you do it. Yeah, sorry. Okay, Lady Bird I love.
Lady Bird is, like...
A tier.
Next to...
Yeah.
It's, like, better than all the others.
Like, I know there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of pretty valid criticism with Lady Bird, but, like, I ignore it every single time the scene where she's finding her dress with her mom. That shit hurts a lot.
And they're like, oh, this one's pretty.
It's like, it's like, do you like me? And she's like, of course I love you. It's like, do you like me, though? And I'm like, damn. And then she's like, I just want you to be the best version of yourself. And then she's like, what if this is the best? Like, that shit kind of hurts. Sorry to be kind of real.
It's okay.
Sorry to be sentient main, but, that shit kind of hurted.
I don't know. I think Greta Gerwig is a really great filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I think she really proves herself with Little Women.
Little Women's great.
I think it's better than this.
You think Little Women's better than Lady Bird?
I think, yeah.
No, I disagree with you on that one. I think Lady Bird's still better.
Lady Bird is awesome.
Lady Bird,
it rules.
She's just like me for real. Dune, like D tier.
Yeah. Same as the Batman for me.
I don't really like Timothée Chalamet all that much.
I will put Inception down there.
Well, it's funny because I just
care about that. Like,
I don't really. I think Dune's better than Inception.
I think so too. And Dune is better than Batman.
Yeah. Dune is good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that we've been shit talking like Joker, Everything Everywhere All at Once, La La Land, and Whiplash more than any of these movies.
Because those are kind of just like
Yeah, and these are like there's so much great stuff about him, but there's always bad stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is that like with La La Land, I would put it in TBH.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But but I'm okay with it being in C because it's still pretty to look at. I like the color purple. I like her dress, so yeah, I'll give it C. Dune is good. I like Dune. I don't really like Timothée Chalamet. He kind of pisses me off. I'm like, why is he so important in this?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm gonna put it here as a placeholder. What do you think?
I'm feeling like a B, TBH. Like I like it better than the C ones that we picked, except for maybe Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man a lot, so I don't know. I say B, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
actually
like it.
that's actually exactly where I was thinking.
I watched this one in theaters too, and I had a really great time. And I think I have it on DVD too. I watched it a couple times. It's good. The ending is so much fun. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like such a crazy movie.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome to see the two main characters together. They just kind of rule.
They're kind of like bros being bros.
Yeah.
Bros being bros.
Basically, it's just like a dudes rock like movie.
It's fun, yeah.
It's fun.
There's a flamethrower in it.
Yeah. And it feels like a scaled back Tarantino movie. It feels like the new Jackie Brown in his filmography, you know?
Jackie Brown is great though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this movie's great too.
Yeah, but but then you got me thinking, like, well, which one's better? Because even just the opening scene of Jackie Brown, like the opening like credits where she's going down like the little airport thing with the different colored tiles. That shit was awesome. That's awesome. I really like it. Tarantino and De Niro, like they fought a lot on set.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense for Tarantino.
Yeah, because that's the only Tarantino movie he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we're done.